on, everybody? Welcome to episode 96 of our Watford career mode, and today we go for the title. We have Brighton at home, and then we have Manchester City at home. Of course, Manchester City, the team chasing. We are 6 points ahead of them with 2 games to play. All we need is 1 point from the final 2 games. If we lose here to Brighton, then it kind of gets a little bit not so comfortable with City to still play, but hopefully we can go ahead and win this game. We're going to definitely go out and try and get that W, or at least a draw. As we said, a draw will get us through, and hopefully we can lift our first Premier League trophy in our final season here at Watford. Let's jump into it. Let's do it right here, right now. All we need is a point. Watford, Brighton. Let's go. It's a good ball forward here. Traore on it here. Gets it back inside. Back out to Traore now as he goes for goal and forces a really good save. There's some pretty good players in this Brighton team. Traore, Catrone up front. Mikel Merino in midfield. We're going to have to be very much wary. Hakimi. Played forward. Here's Keane. We get there, we can. Nicely done. One more. Brilliantly done. Decore drags it with him. Then Decore, it's in off the post. I thought that was going to go wide, but it's in the back of the net. Decore with it. And we have one hand on the trophy. Brighton need 2 to keep us from it. That ball barely got there. It's a really good drag forward, and that's a brilliant finish from Decore. It had to be one of the originals, and Decore, definitely one of them. Him and Sarr still in the team. And Decore finishing it off. It's a lovely goal. It's 1-0. Nicely done. Nice turn as well. Can we get that out wide? Not quite. We win it. Not quite. Nicely played. As Brighton look for a way forward. Clip back inside. There's a bit of space. Oh, that's a lovely ball. Is he onside? He is. What a save by Rui. And blocked away. Can we get it forward? We can. A really good save by Rui there to keep us ahead. Here's Keane. A lovely turn. Can we slip it through to Vinicius? And Vinicius is in on goal here. And Vinicius! He's finished it. And off the post as well. It's 32 minutes. 2 goals in 6. And we are cruising. If City aren't playing right now, they're turning the televisions off. That is for sure. As we head toward the Premier League. It's a lovely ball in. Vinicius, of course, his pace takes him away. He sets himself, and that's a great finish. 2 goals in off the post. Perfectly placed. That's just a really good finish. Pace, power, precision. A great goal from the new man this year, Vinicius. It's 2-0. Sarr doing well. He's managed to have that nicked off him somehow. Very well defended by Brighton from the front. As that gets clipped in and headed down. And wow. Who in the world got in there to touch that back? It's a great save once again from Rui. It's that touch there. I believe that's Catrone. And very much aware Trossard, and a brilliant kick save by Rui there. He's made a couple of saves today so far. Nicely played. Here's Ziyech. And Ziyech does so well to sneak in behind, and look at him run. He's still got his legs. He may be 29, but he is racing away. Can he slip that back post? He can. Brilliant. Ziyech doing all the work there. It's a Moise Kean tap in. And we can start to celebrate here at Vicarage Road. 3-0. Racing away from Brighton. Racing away from Manchester City for good. And champions of England. Soon to be etched into the trophy that will surely be bought out to us. I'm not sure if this will happen. I think it's the last day of the season, so I don't think we'll get the trophy today, but we'll definitely win the league today. Nicely played. That's brilliant football here. One more, and it's Moise Kean. A brilliant goal, and we are running riot here on the day that we get crowned champions. We are ripping Brighton apart. It's 4-0. It's Ismaila Sarr with it. I thought that was Keane for a moment. He did seem faster, to be fair. But we finished off another great move. This is lovely football here. And that's just a great finish from Ismail Yassar. 4-0 the score here, and we're not even an hour gone. Badiashile finds Decore, finds Ziyech. One more here, Moise Keane. He slipped that out wide, he can. It's back into Ziyech, who does so well to take and turn. And he finds Ismail Yassar, and Ismail Yassar goes for a goal and it's wide. Traore. Oh, lovely stuff there from the Brighton players. It's slipped back. Is there anything on here for Brighton? I would like a consolation goal, but nothing is coming. And Barco's going to collect it here. And 2 minutes to go until we are crowned champions. As that gets slipped through, Barco on it. Is there another goal in this? Barco, heavy touch, and couldn't quite get it back there. There's a bit of space. We probably should have done better. But we've done what we can. And the whistle hasn't blown yet. De La Feu on it here. One more, nicely done. It comes to Fabian. Oh, it's a good save. I'd like another goal, wouldn't we? Who wouldn't? But a final whistle would also work out here. He's not going to get to that, and the final whistle does go. And there they go. Champions of England. Watford Football Club. That's pretty great, isn't it? Decore and Sarr. Two players who start here, as well as Hernandez. Though Hernandez, unfortunately, was not fit. I believe that was Thunder. Ignore it. But champions of England. Some originals in there who deserve it. De La Feu, of course. Some players we signed in the first season who are still doing it. Oh, the trophy's going to come right now. It's Decore who's going to lift it. If this were the scenario, he would. If he were still here, he'd probably be the one lifting it, you would think. The Dini would be getting up there in age, not playing as much. Decore, I imagine, would be the proper captain at the moment. If not for at least on-field captain. Decore is set to lift it. And there he is. Watford champions, the trophy. Being held up high at Vicarage Road. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. The fans going crazy. Nice. And Decore running to the stands. Excellent, excellent. This is what we were working for the entire time. And while we quote-unquote won it first season, that was a mix of almost broken FIFA career mode at the time. And since the patch came in, our goal was to win the Premier League. And we've done it here. Fireworks at Vicarage Road. As everybody gathers round for the picture. With the trophy. Excellent, excellent, excellent. It's a shame I didn't bring Troy today. I was going to bring him on the last day, because normally, or they're supposed to do the trophy presentation on the last day, but we'll bring him next time round as Liverpool wins. City did go on the road to Everton and win 2-0. All for naught, as we have won the Premier League going into the final game against Manchester City. What a season we've had here. This is not a big deal. There are only a couple of weeks left. We don't need to mess too much more with it in terms of training. But we've got one more game left in the year. It's against what is currently the runner-up, though technically if we beat them and Arsenal win, there's a chance that Arsenal finish ahead, which would be pretty funny if they did finish third somehow. Troy Deeney, don't you worry, bud. You are coming along for the ride. We're gonna definitely bring him. Where is he? Oh, Troy Deeney coming along. Moise Keane can stay. All the players that were here with the first season are definitely coming. McKennie, one of them. One of our youngsters here. Benitez. We'll bring him along. He can start today. Out on the right, Kent's been here a long time, since the first year, I think. Some other players who are here from the first year. Well, I think we're mostly sitting around here. We'll give De La Feu the start at Cam. Let's go. Manchester City, Watford. End of season, final game, final Premier League game here of the series. Let's go. Nicely played inside. We win that there, we can. Lovely ball out there as well. Can we slip it forward? We can. Back inside. Can we slip that again? What a lovely set of moves here. Jonathan David slips it across. It's 1-0. Brilliant football here. Manchester City carved open on the counter-attack. That's a great goal. All that one-touch passing. It just releases Jonathan David. He's all alone until he slides it right across. And on the penalty spot, De La Feu, a tap in for him. And he grabs himself a goal on the final day. This is brilliant football. And we just lay it off, and De La Feu smashes it into the back of the net. It's 1-0 on 10 minutes. Fabian racing away. Brilliantly done. We get one more. We can. Here's Vinicius. Does so well to cut back outside in his pace. Take him away. Can he slip it in? He can. De La Feu. One more. There it is. It's 2. Overplaying, sure, but as long as it ends up in the back of the net. Jonathan David with the goal. It's 2-0 here in City. Done and dusted. Buried. And they don't look like they're interested in playing this game today. We most certainly are. Letting them know that we're better than they are. That we've won the title. It's a lovely, lovely move. It's 2-0. Can we get this forward? It's Benitez running with it. And he's holding off in Ndombele while he does it. Out wide to Hakimi. And Hakimi's in a good space here. And Hakimi. And he slip it back. He can. And it's Kent. It's 3. City on the break. We're ripping them apart. Kent with the goal. Finishing off a lovely, lovely move. And Manchester City cannot handle us on the counterattack. They're having incredible difficulty dealing with it. As Hakimi gets into a good space. And Kent. What a finish. What a finish from the young man. Left foot hits it first time into the roof of the net. A lovely goal. It's 3-0 on 35 minutes. Fabian. Jonathan David out wide. De La Feu does well to hold on to it. Look at that from De La Feu. Brilliant. And Fabian. Oh, it's just past the post. Very, very close to a 4th. Can't quite get it off of him just yet. Nicely played. Do manage to win it. It's forward to Vinicius, who takes it in stride. Look at him. He's ever so quick. And he's racing away, Vinicius. Racing up this wing. He's so fast. Vinicius cuts back, slides it across. And Dini! He's in the back of the net. A fairy tale ending to this series, surely. Troy Dini scoring at the death here. Well, not at the death. On the final day. Look at that. That's a great finish, of course. Never going anywhere this entire series. We said it from the beginning. Mr. Watford, surely. Troy Dini with the goal as he marches back to midfield. His first goal of the season. 55 minutes gone. We've added a 4th here. Back inside. Nice take. Ooh. Oh, what are they doing playing around in here? De La Feu nicks it off. Still holding on to it. De La Feu. And De La Feu back across. And it's Dini again. And he's gotten another. It's 2 for Troy. 5-0. Watford lead Manchester City here. And what a final day we're having in the Premier League. Brilliant. Brilliantly done. Troy Dini in the right spot. De La Feu nicks it off them, and he does so well. Gets it back, that extra pass, and just sends it the opposite way that Ederson's running. No chance for the goalkeeper. Into the back of the net by Troy. Another goal for Dini. It's 5-0. Let's nick forward. Is De La Feu. One more. We slip it through. We can. Dini's still holding on to it. Back out to Fabian. De La Feu. Good turn. That run's being made in here. It's McKennie. And McKennie's going to go for a goal, and it's in the back of the net. It's a lovely finish. It's 6. And the player who I believe was our first signing has grabbed a goal on the final day here. Weston McKennie with it. It's 6-0. What a way to end the Premier League. A lovely ball in. He's just got time and space, doesn't he? And he's just picked out that far side. A great goal from the American. 6-0 with 13 minutes to go. We play that forward. Nicely done. Here's De La Feu. Cuts inside, finds Vinicius, and Vinicius can find Troy. And Troy, he's on a hat trick. Troy, oh, it's blocked away from him. Can he get it back to Troy? It's a nice take. Oh, brilliantly done. And Deeney, it's his hat trick. Can you write it? Can you write it? It's 7-0, and Deeney has a hat trick here at Vicarage Road in the final Premier League game. He's done so well to fight that off. He's still got the power, even at this age. He's still got the finishing ability at this age. He has smashed it home, and he has a hat trick. An absolute fairy tale this last day has been. A minute to go here in our final Premier League game of the series. 3 minutes added on. A 7-0 win. A hat trick for Troy Deeney. Of course, it had to be him if anyone was going to do it. Player of the game on our final Premier League game, of course. Silva has it out wide. We got to touch onto it. Blow the whistle, ref. Come on. Let us party. Let us party. There it is. 7-0. The final. And Troy Deeney, man of the match on his final day. 3 goals. A 30-minute hat trick for the man. As they celebrate once again here in midfield. There's a cameraman who's invisible. It's brilliant stuff. You couldn't have written it any better. You couldn't write it any better. You couldn't have written it any better. I mixed them both up either way. It had to be this way. It had to be this way. Unbelievable final day. An unbelievable Premier League run as we rip Manchester City apart. Arsenal won that game, so we're going to see if City finished third. But we're going to take a look at the final table and see how everybody did. Look at us. Deeney completes his hat trick. Watford, champions of England. Oh, Deeney's retired. That's right. Unbelievable. Final game, Troy Deeney. A hat trick. That's unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. It had to go that way. It absolutely had to go that way, didn't it? You couldn't have written it any better. And here we are, 9 points out of Manchester City. Our goal difference of 86, 118 goals for, 32 against. Top 4, Watford, City, Arsenal, Tottenham, and then Chelsea, United, Liverpool, Leicester following up. The bottom 3, Fulham, Leeds, and Sheffield had 6 points for the year. They got 1 win. Jesus, that's the lowest, right? Derby, I believe, got 11 once. That being the lowest, but it is this time. Next time, folks, we will have the FA Cup final as we look for the English treble. And hopefully, we can go ahead and get ourselves the quadruple. An English treble would be amazing, wouldn't it? A quadruple would be unheard of course. And someone has returned from injury. It should be Hernandez. Let's take a look. Hopefully he's back. Deeney wants to be part of the... Come on, you're retiring, lad. I've sent you off the perfect way. Who's back? It's Hernandez. He is back from injury. We're going to be able to play him. Let's get Kent off of there. And there he is. An incredible last couple of episodes. An incredible episode today. And hopefully some incredible episodes to end this series, guys. But I hope you folks have, of course, enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more. And peace.